Welcome back to Get Down to Business, the show all about small business, jobs, and entrepreneurship. Absolutely thrilled and ecstatic to be joined by the founder and chief investment officer of EMQQ Global. That's Kevin Carter. Kevin is a recognized expert on investing in emerging markets, which is what we're going to talk about today. He's been collaborating with for 20 plus years with some amazing people who he now collaborates and really is on the cutting edge on so many levels. Kevin Carter, welcome to the program. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I always love to get to know the person behind the microphone. And as mentioned in the intro, you have been on the cutting edge. And right now you are very passionate about the topic of investing in India's growing middle class and rapid digitization. Kevin, how did you get interested in this line of work?
Well, that's a long story, but I got interested in emerging markets as part of the investment business about 20 years ago. So I first got sort of pulled into China and then emerging markets more broadly. And I realized pretty quick that if you're going to invest in emerging markets, the thing that you want to invest in is the consumer, because that's the thing that's emerging. There's 6.5 billion people that want all the things we take for granted: more food, better clothing, appliances, vacations, cars, and college for the kids. And so that's how I got into emerging markets, and then focused on the consumer. And then all of a sudden, this pocket-sized supercomputer showed up in my life, and I saw how it changed my family's consumption. And now, essentially, these 6.5 billion people are getting their first computer today, which is you can get a new Android-based smartphone for $12 in India. So basically, the billions of new consumers are getting their computers and the internet, and it's happening right now.
That's incredible. It's incredible. And so, tuning into this program, we've got entrepreneurs, small business owners from all over the country, all over the world, frankly. And everybody wants to get in on the next big thing. And you have certainly been a leader in this space. So I don't want you to share all of your secrets. We're definitely going to get our listeners in touch with you. But what advice would you have on recognizing growth opportunities? Where's your crystal ball? How are you watching for this stuff? And how can entrepreneurs tuning in follow your lead?
Well, for what we do, it was pretty simple and obvious. I mean, I had a computer for 20 or 25 years before I got a smartphone, but I could see how the smartphone was changing my consumption. And then when I realized that there's billions of other people that never had a computer at all before, and they never had the internet, and I could see what happened here. And so it was quite logical to think that just as Facebook and Amazon and Google and Netflix have taken over our lives, so too would that happen in emerging markets. But what I didn't appreciate at the beginning was it's happening even faster and bigger, because these people, they've never had a bank account. They've never had a credit card or debit card. They've never had a Target store or a car. They're leapfrogging a lot of what we've done here.
Wow, amazing, fantastic. So, what are some of the latest and greatest things that you're seeing? I know you mentioned China, India, and I know you're particularly interested in some fund options and some fund programs. What are some of the things that's really out there that you're watching closely?
Well, the main thing that we're focused on right now is a strategy that we developed called the INQQ, which is the ticker symbol for an index we created that invests in the Indian internet companies. So again, think about the DoorDash, PayPal, these types of businesses, but the Indian version. And the India story is, frankly, it's not just the most compelling growth story in the world today, but it might be the greatest emerging market opportunity ever, because of where not just because it's the largest population and the youngest population, but because they've also got a digital platform for the whole country to grow on, and it's happening when you can get a brand new smartphone for $12.
Wow, amazing. So again, I'm chatting with Kevin Carter, founder and chief investment officer at EMQQ Global, based in San Francisco. Tell us a little bit more, Kevin, in our remaining minute or two, about the work that you're doing at EMQQ and why our listeners might want to follow your team's important work.
Well, if you're going to invest in the stock market or invest in anything, really, what you're looking for is growth. And there is no faster growing sector in the world today, I believe, than the emerging markets internet sector. And within that, I don't think there's any bigger opportunity than India. And so we're focused on capturing the growth of the emerging market consumer, but again, recognizing that at the same time these billions of people are becoming consumers, they're also getting a pocket-sized supercomputer that again is $12 now, and the internet, and it's really fun to watch as these people digitize, and in many ways are more digital than we are.
Well, you and your team are staying at the cutting edge of watching these important emerging markets and opening up so many doors for listeners of Get Down to Business, so many other programs. I know you're not shy about talking about this topic. You are regularly interviewed. We appreciate you making time today, but I know one of the homework assignments that I want to give our listeners is to get people in touch with you. How can we reach you and learn more about EMQQ?
Well, you can certainly find me on LinkedIn, Kevin T. Carter, and EMQQ Global is our website and also the name of our firm. That's the letter E, the letter M, as in emerging markets, QQ, and the word global.
Well, you just answered one of my other questions. Kevin Carter, thank you so much for joining us. Really enjoyed the conversation. Can't wait to bring you back on to talk more on this topic. Again, more small business, jobs, and entrepreneurship when we return in just a moment.